Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 1 of The People's Cut. So this video series, a new video series to MassiveJoes.com, The People's Cut is what we're calling it. It's really a way for you guys, the viewers at home, to come along my journey with this cut that I've embarked on at the moment, cutting for competitions this year, competitions in April and May, men's physique competitions. Really a way for you guys to get an insight and have a look at what really a competition cut comprises of, so what's in it. And we put this video series together based on a lot of feedback we had on my cut last year, which was called the Cut of Peace. You know, we had customers come into the stores, come into on our website, our social networks, and ask a lot of similar questions about, you know, I'm 12 weeks out, what do I do with cardio? I'm 8 weeks out, what should my diet look like? What supplements should I be taking at this stage of the cut or that stage of the cut? So we thought, you know what, I'm starting to cut again, I'm cutting for a round of competitions, so let's give you guys an insight so you can see exactly what I'm doing with my cardio, exactly what I'm doing with my diet, exactly what I'm doing with my subs, and exactly what I'm doing with my training at different stages along the cut. So this, the People's Cut, is named accordingly. It's a cut for the people, it's a cut for you guys, so we hope that you enjoy the ride. Let's get started with cardio. So this footage you're about to see, all of this footage is 15 weeks out from the first competition that I'm looking at competing in this year. So 15 weeks out, you don't need to be doing a lot of cardio. You should be, your body should be lean enough where you don't need to be doing a lot of cardio. You're going to be doing a lot of cardio as you get closer to the contest and as you get deeper into your cut. So generally what I like to start for the first 2 or 3 weeks is low intensity steady state, which is just a brisk walk. And I do this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. And at this stage, I'm only doing it 3 times a week. So you can see by the pace of my feet, the pace of my stride, it's nothing too intense. It's really just a way of, you know, sparking your metabolism. It's only 3 mornings a week and it's only 1 hour, and that's what we're doing for cardio. Moving on to diet, you're gonna see here every single one of my meals. So I start the day off with pretty much the biggest meal of the day. It's the most calorically dense meal of the day. It's a protein powder sludge with a few little additions just to mix things up. So at the moment I'm using Muscle Farm Combat protein powder. A little bit of carbs and fats in there, but those are accounted for in my diet, so that's no big deal. I mix those together with some quick oats, some peanut butter. I throw some rice cakes in there as well, and a bunch of different types of frozen fruit too. So I had some frozen strawberries, some frozen blueberries. Boom! Frozen mangoes in this bitch as well, man. The reason why I'm doing fruit is because I like fruit. And at the moment, I've got the space in my diet to be able to eat fruit. So I mix it all together in a bowl, and that's pretty much what it looks like. So this particular meal, I think I'm going for around about 80 grams of carbohydrates. There's about 50 grams of protein in every single one of my meals, and then there's about 20 grams of fat too. So straight on to meal number 2. So this one I'm eating usually about 3 hours after meal number 1. This is just turkey breast, broccoli, and walnuts with a capsule of CLA and some aminos to wash it down. So real simple meal. Once again, this particular meal, we're hitting about 50 grams of protein. We've got about 10 grams of fat and then some calories from broccoli, not a whole lot. I do 100 grams of broccoli per meal. Moving straight on to meal number 3 here. Pretty much the same thing, except there's no walnuts in this meal, there's no fats apart from what I get from CLA. So it's chicken breast, broccoli, and CLA. 50 grams of protein in this meal, 0 carbs, and just that 1 gram of fat from the CLA, plus whatever's in the chicken breast. Meal number 4 looks exactly the same. Exactly the same as meal number 3. Chicken breast, broccoli, CLA, washing it down with some Muscle Farm aminos in this bitch. It's just a protein with a little bit of fat meal. Once again, no carbs. Then this is my pre-workout meal right here. So this is what I'm having before I work out. I prefer to do steak before I work out. It's just a personal preference. Got myself some basmati rice, and a banana in there. So this particular meal got myself, oh, and soy sauce as well, just because at the moment I'm still struggling with eating tasteless foods. So we're gonna throw some soy sauce on that bitch, wash it down with some water. This particular meal we're going for 50 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbohydrates, and once again, very low fats. The only fat in that meal is what's coming out of the steak. Personally, I prefer to use topside steak as well. And then this is my post-workout meal. So this is my second biggest meal. Got ourselves some turkey breast in there. We're getting 50 grams of protein from turkey breast. We're getting about 70 grams of protein from sweet potato in this meal, and then 70 grams of carbs, and then we're getting about 10 grams of carbs, once again from some frozen fruits. Got myself some frozen mango, some frozen blueberries, just to mix it up a little bit, just because I've still got room to be able to eat fruit in my diet. So I thought, hell man, why not? It's summer, I'm gonna get myself some summertime, and just an introduction to supplements here as well. I'll throw my concrete creatine in there post-workout and wash my meal down with that there delicious pineapple flavored concrete creatine. So guys, that's a summary of the diet. My macros at the moment for the entire diet, I'm going for, it's about 350 grams of protein, 250 grams of carbs, and I think there's about 75 grams of fat in there. On to subs. Supplements at the moment, my pre-cardio supplements is just acetyl L-carnitine. Trying out this new product from Creation Supplements. It's called AlkaPure. It is awesome and will be available at massivejoes.com in the near future. People are gonna ask, why aren't you doing fat burners right from the start? Look, I'm gonna smash stimulants throughout this people's cut. So fat burners come in at about 12 weeks out. So at the moment, just pre-cardio is acetyl L-carnitine. Then I come back and this is my breakfast supplementation. So you saw the concrete earlier, concrete creatine, having myself 2 scoops of BioGrow, having myself fish oil and animal pack, washing it all down in a Team Massive Joe shaker. And that is my breakfast supplementation at this stage of the people's cut. The next supplementation is my pre-workout subs. At this point in time, using MTS Clash as my pre-workout sub. And for those of you that follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you know that I've been cycling off stimulants for about 4 weeks. I'm just back on them this week. So I'm just doing 1 scoop of Clash at this point in time. I don't need a whole lot pre-workout to get me going. So just 1 scoop of Clash, take that pre-workout, sip on that bitch, and then I'm ready to go move some weight and get me some gains. And then the next supplementation is gonna be, of course, intra-workout subs, which actually counts as a meal. So I'm busting out the boss stack at the moment, intra-workout. So I got myself 1 scoop of Carbolin, 2 scoops of MTS machine fuel. Before you guys ask, yes, you do have to account for the macronutrients in your supplements as part of your caloric intake, as part of your diet when you're cutting. So my 1 scoop of Carbolin does count as 50 grams of carbs. Any BCAAs count as 4 calories, 1 gram of protein per gram of BCAAs. As you're seeing here, my final pre-bed supplementation, my fish oil does count as 1 gram of fat per 1 gram of fish oil. This is my final supplementation for the day, 2 scoops of Isotory BioGrow with 2 capsules of fish oil. And then on to training. So training at the moment is real simple. I mean, at this point of a cut, this stage of a cut, 15 weeks out, you're still gaining strength, you're still gaining muscle. In fact, my training doesn't change throughout the entire cut. I'm still trying to improve every single session. I'm doing drop sets, I'm doing rest pauses, I'm doing intensifying techniques. I'm just trying to build as much muscle as I possibly can, even when I'm cutting, because at this stage of a cut, you're so well nourished that your body is still gonna build lean muscle tissue as you're building fat. As you get deeper into the cut, not gonna happen, and you notice that your strength will start to drop off, your training intensity will start to drop off. But at this stage, I mean, 15 weeks out, right up until usually for most people, like 6 to 7 weeks out, they're still gonna be able to build muscle, still gonna be able to improve their lifts in the gym. So my split at the moment, I'm training 6 days a week. I go Monday, I train chest, universal chest day, of course. Tuesday, I train back. Wednesday, I train hamstrings and calves, so I'm splitting my legs up. Wednesdays is hammies and calves. Then Thursdays, I hit some deltoids. Friday, I hit biceps and triceps, which is my arm workout. and then finally Saturday I go and train the rest of my legs, which is quads and glutes. Sunday is a complete rest day for me, so I'm not even doing cardio on Sunday at the moment. I'll take that as a complete rest and recovery day. So that's my split at the moment. Most workouts at the moment go for anywhere from an hour and a half right up to 2 hours. I'm trying to do, 5 to 6 exercises, 4 to 5 working sets per exercise. So there's a lot of volume going on. It's pretty much off-season training. Like my weight training doesn't change when I cut at all. And you'll see as we progress through these episodes of the People's Cut that training does not change at all. The only thing that does change is the diet, the cardio, and the supplementation. Guys, that is episode 1 of the People's Cut. You gotta hit the subscribe button. Gotta subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Make sure you get all of the latest editions of the People's Cuts. The next time that we'll be checking in will be in about 2 to 3 weeks time. So I want to check in when things start to change. So when cardio gets ramped up, when the diet gets bumped down, and when I start adding fat burners and hormone supplements into the cut, which is going to be for me about 12 weeks out. So we'll catch you in a couple of weeks. And guys, that is the People's Cut 2014. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com.